quick impromptu video. I actually have 3 other videos that I have yet to upload, but I'm in a bit of a strange place when it comes to my YouTube channel. Please ignore the straps, they're gonna go under a jacket. I don't leave the house looking like this. I wanted to, I guess, for lack of a better term, warn a lot of my subscribers that my channel is gonna go in a bit of a different direction. And I actually probably should have uploaded a couple of my older videos so that you could see, or ones I've recorded already, so you could get an idea of why I say that. It's probably more than anything, it's probably because of my health, I guess. The fact that my health has taken more of a forefront with regard to, I guess, my daily life. It's now my issues with my health are ongoing, and they're gonna be ongoing. I mean, that's just what chronic illness is. I started this channel years ago. I started posting videos specifically with regard to weight loss, and I'm not done with that. I'm not. In fact, I should probably do an update of some sort, but it is not, it's not far from my mind. I still calorie count more subconsciously than anything, but my major worry right now is not my weight. I'm actually at a point where I'm not obese. I'm still overweight, not by like a whole disgusting amount, but again, that's just a benchmark. I'm not okay, but it's not, I'm not 300 pounds anymore. I'm far from it. So my weight is not at the forefront of my mind on a daily basis. And even if it wanted to be, with how I wake up feeling, how I go through my day feeling, it's hard to be preoccupied with anything other than how craptastic I'm doing with regard to mental health and physical health and emotional health and stuff like that. Now, I had contemplated creating a separate channel just so I could have an avenue to bitch and moan. But I'm not gonna do that because YouTube is not a career for me. I'm not trying to make it a career, and I don't feel the need to separate that. I'm just one person with my one channel, with my one interestingly difficult life currently. I'm not going to create a separate channel. I don't want to lose subscribers over this, but at the same time, I never really tried to get subscribers, which I discussed in another video as well. So if you're willing to hang around and listen to me go in a slightly different direction, not entirely so, not giving up weight loss, not ignoring it, it's going to be a combination of issues, but I am going to more candidly speak about my health, because I've come to realize that I'm not healthy, and I know I'm not healthy, but more so than being physically ill, it's taking a toll more on my mental and emotional health. And I find myself doing things and then thinking about it afterwards, like, how did I allow myself to go through that, or to go through that alone? Case being, last week Tuesday, I think, and today I think is the 7th, I'm not sure. But last week sometime I spent a night in the hospital, and I left class, I left work, I went to class, and I spent the next 12 hours, 10 to 12 hours, I don't know, in the ER, and I did so alone. I didn't tell my mother. I didn't call anybody, text anybody, message anybody, email anybody. I drove myself there, and I drove myself home. And I barely drove myself there because it had to do with my vision. And not to go in detail with that, maybe one day, whenever. The point is, thinking back on it, I realized that in my head there was no good way to tell anybody that I was in the ER by myself. There was no good way, or no way I could even imagine asking somebody to come and help me, because I felt so entirely defeated, and it almost seemed pointless to ask somebody to come and help me with this problem that is a lifetime problem. It's like, well, you're gonna come here tonight, but shit's not gonna get better. In fact, it's guaranteed to get worse, so why bother you now? And then for that matter, why bother you when it gets worse? So it's almost as though in my head I'm determined that I'm going to have to do it alone, and it's going to just be my cross to bear. And that can't be good. that can't be a healthy perspective at all. So maybe if I talk or even to the camera, I'll try and get that a little bit more manageable, I guess, in my head, because I mean, I can think back on it now, and my closest of friends, for whatever reason, I'm not terribly close to them anymore. And as for YouTube, there are very few people local to me, and by local I mean in this country, that I know of that watch my videos. I've learned of 2 new persons that do it, and it's almost like, well, do you really have to? Because it was almost a safety net that everybody who was subscribed to me that I know of lived an entire country away, because then they could be close and only so close, and that way I could feel as though they didn't have to be that deep into what I'm going through, and I didn't want to burden them with, I mean, you can choose not to watch, but you know, if I do happen to make a 1 or 2 health update, they're far enough where I won't run into them, and they won't know me as a sick girl, and they won't have to feel as though they should ask, and are you okay, blah blah blah. And even so, I didn't allow my videos to get that way very often, because I come here with updates. I'm not the type that comes with updates when I have nothing going on, and or I have something completely crappy going on. It's always, hey guys, this is we're good, we're happy. And when it's health updates, it's, I'm sick, but it's okay. It's not okay. It's very rarely okay. But I don't want to have that kind of channel, and I don't want to be that kind of person. And at the same time, persons were telling me now that I'm an inspiration. I'm like, no, I'm not. I suck at life right now. But when I hear that, I'm thinking, well, if I'm doing something and that's how they feel, then I should keep doing just that. I shouldn't taint it with the general fucked up nature of what I deal with. I even try not to, I'm not even my whole self when I make these videos, because persons who know me, or at least know me at my best, know that I'm that witty, sarcastic, you can't take her anywhere with you kind of person. I'm too quote-unquote real. I don't keep it real here because real sucks. My reality is not cool sometimes, and it's getting, the ratio of good to completely craptastic is really twisting nowadays. So maybe if I allow myself to be a little bit more craptastic on camera, I won't feel as defeated by my reality. I don't know. I'm just saying that I'm going to try and use this more of an avenue for how it's really going on, and not just the successes. I don't know. I don't make many promises on that, because depending on how bad it gets, I run away from everything but the most crucial of responsibilities. I feel a victory. I'm sitting here in my work parking lot. That's a victory for me, and the fact that I'm going to leave here and go to class afterwards is a victory for me. But it's as though I'm always one step away from it just being one thing too many. And if I'm always one step away from it being one thing too many, then add one more thing and I'm done. Maybe I try too much, try to do too much, try to do too much alone. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't really make a game plan for this video. I kind of just decided I was going to record it because I was supposed to record it many weeks ago, because I've been holding out on doing updates because I wanted to tell people before I started jumping into a lot less calories and a lot more. Shara's not doing well. So I apologize to those who solely want to see weight loss updates. I never promised that. I know that's all I did, but I didn't promise it. I said initially that I wanted to fill a niche that I didn't think was filled otherwise. And I have changed in the last going on, what now, almost 2 years of recording videos, and my life has changed drastically, and my channel is going to change with it if I do manage to maintain the channel, because it's a bit of work as well. But I'm going to try, for nothing else, my own health. Maybe I can connect with the lupus community here on YouTube. I can see, I've been looking, but there aren't many, unless I just haven't found them, there aren't many persons who make videos on daily life. Or I found one person, And I'm almost happy and sad I found her at the same time, because she does pretty frequent uploads, but she's hospitalized and has been for some time, and it's almost, I'm sad for her, but it's scary for me. That's not really the perspective I was looking for, but it is her truth, and I respect that. That's what she's going through, and that's perfectly fine as well. I'm happy to at least get some insight into how she's doing. Apart from that, no, I'm a member of 2 YouTube communities, or active member. I do weight loss vlogs, as you all know, and I actively, probably sometimes too actively, follow the TTC community, more specifically the LGBT TTC community. So obviously I don't post on that, but I follow them. Have not found anybody else, any other, I don't know, what would that community even be? The fibromyalgia, lupus, Raynaud's syndrome, gosh my life sucked, depression is ruining me, young female community? What? I mean, where do you find that? Anywho, that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't know what else to do. People say that I should be more real with my subscribers, and I should let them know just how bad it is when it gets bad. That's what I'm contemplating doing. I don't want to be one that whines and complains about everything. In fact, I wanted to come back and let you guys know how things were when they got better, but they're not getting better, so I kind of have to do them as they are now. I don't know. And then at the same time, not to be mean, but there are people who come on every week, sometimes several times a week, just bitching about, I'm sure it's big to them, but it's trivial to me. Or they do the same things over and over again and they get the same results, but they still come back and they tell their followers or their subscribers, and people for the most part are receptive. So I'm thinking, if they can make a career out of weight loss fuck-ups and relationship bull and stuff like that, if they can make actual careers over it, why can't I simply post to see maybe if there's somebody else who can relate, and even if they don't relate, may have some good advice. You don't have to be in my shoes to know how I should walk in them necessarily, at least a suggestion. So maybe I shouldn't feel so badly about it. I don't know, at this point I'm just thinking out loud. I'm gonna see if I actually manage to post this one. I have a few I should have posted, but yeah, I'm gonna see. And I'll attempt to do a weight loss update in a couple of weeks. I think a couple of weeks. I don't know. I tried to get them scheduled now, but that's not working either. Life is life. Anywho, beyond all of this, I've been ranting for a while now. Sorry for the long video. Actually, no, because they're probably all going to be about this long if I allow myself to talk. I hope everyone is well. I hope you're managing even if you aren't. And I will see about these new types of videos. Bye, y'all. Try to be happy. If you're not healthy, at least try to be happy. Bye.